And we all know for the longest time that the back of house employees have been underpaid for decades in the restaurant business.
America has a wage problem. Just 10% of the population owns 68% of the country's wealth. According to MIT's Living Wage Calculator, the current minimum wage is not enough to cover the basic needs of most American families. So what about restaurant workers who earn a sub-minimum wage? In most states, workers who receive tips, like servers and bartenders, make less than minimum wage. This sub-minimum wage can be as low as $2.13 an hour. This is because the law views tips as a sort of substitute for wages. If the workers don't collect enough tips to meet minimum wage, employers are required to pay out the difference. But that doesn't always happen. Customers don't always tip based on performance either. One Fair Wage found that in 2021, men in the front of the house made $3.37 more per hour than women. The gap worsens when you factor in race. Black women working in tipped positions make $5.68 less per hour than their white male colleagues. That translates to an annual income difference of almost $12,000 if the work is full-time. Considering the low wages and instability of working in the restaurant industry, it's clear why many have left in search of greener pastures. This labor shortage is driving change in an industry with a notoriously abusive work culture. One solution? Pay everyone a living wage.
Everyone in the restaurant, no matter your position, if you're a dishwasher, a host, a busser, a food runner, a line cook, you all make the exact same base wage. And then the tips that we collect are evenly distributed to every single employee as well. We're able to provide an amazing living wage, and we had a story that came from one of our employees that was actually able to quit his second job that he was working because he was making so much with us, and that allowed him time to spend with his family.
Restaurants like Bartaco and Miss Kim in Ann Arbor give all staff the same base pay with tips split evenly. Not only do employees make a living wage, but there's less room for discrimination. And when everyone shares tips, they feel empowered to call out unproductive behavior.
The kind of unintended benefit is the teamwork in the restaurant is now remarkable because two things have happened. One, there's no more like one job is higher or lower than another, right? There's no more hierarchy of people believing that that's the aspirational job. Every job is equal across the board. And secondly, our labor model started self-managing. So if I'm standing working next to DJ and he's not holding his weight, like I don't have a problem calling him out because he's taking money directly out of my pocket.
Destination Unknown restaurants in Washington, D.C. take it a step further.
We have this core team on salary. If they work more than 40, they will be paid overtime, and they know that. 2 consecutive days off every week is really important to me because we really try not to burn people out. And that's how you get people who stay for 4 months and then leave. We have the strongest team we've ever had, the highest reviews we've ever had, the lowest turnover we've ever had. I've seen the returns. I've seen employees that treat the business like it's theirs.
Another issue restaurateurs are facing is the scarcity of back-of-house workers. While kitchen staff earn the full minimum wage, many states don't allow them to take part in the tip pool. More often than not, there's a large divide in pay when you cross the kitchen wall. Some restaurants try to bridge the gap with revenue sharing.
We kept the back-of-house revenue share program for our kitchen teams where regardless of what position you work in the kitchen, you get a certain percentage of revenue earned, which allows for our people to earn consistent and fair wages in addition of the wide array of the benefits that we offer.
Other businesses have added a service charge or simply raised menu prices. There's a reason hiring posters are now plastered across storefronts. Tides are shifting. Service workers are now demanding fair wages. The restaurants that listen will be able to keep staff engaged and come out on top. After all, happy staff make happy guests.
But the world has changed. A lot has changed. And restaurants can't operate the same way.